Hi, my TikTok family and friends. Part 2. Follow up my 2-week post-op VSG with my dietitian. I believe today we're moving on to soft foods instead of purees, so I'm doing so good. So follow along. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So we're going to go over soft foods today. I know you just saw Sylvia to go over the medical stuff.
I did.
Good. Okay, so I saw that you're getting about 75 grams of protein. What protein drink are you doing?
Premier.
Good. So you're doing 2.5?
Well, so let me tell you how I'm getting my 75 grams, probably even more than 75 grams. So because I have medicine I have to take, one of the pills I can swallow is my heartburn medication, no problem. I have one for my gallbladder that's a little bit bigger. So I do the fat-free, sugar-free Greek yogurt. It has 15 grams of protein. It takes me about an hour to eat that, and I start my morning probably about 6:30 a.m. because of my kids. So I'm up by then. I'm having water and stuff. So that's where I get my 15 grams. And in between drinking my Premier, I have sugar-free pudding and I have unflavored protein. So I put a half a scoop or a whole scoop, and it takes me about an hour or so to eat those. So those are my protein sources, but I am drinking the 2 Premiers plus my additional protein. And then I have about 2.5 water bottles a day with about electrolytes in it. And I really took Dr. Schneider's advice when he said, girl, hit that timer every 15 minutes from the time you go off, eat, drink. And by 8 or 9 o'clock, I'm at my goals. And it's made life a whole lot more easier. It's put me in a routine, and I'm just really feeling good about it. So when they say, listen to your doctor, set that timer.
You're the poster child. Okay, so I love that you're doing the Greek yogurt, the sugar-free pudding. Have you done anything savory? I know you're doing a little bit of broth. Are you doing any grain soups or anything?
Yeah, so I've done cream of mushroom, cream of chicken, and then what I do is to add extra protein. I have a bone broth packet that I bought, those little packets, beef and chicken. And so I put about a cup of water in with the cream of chicken, and I add the bone broth to it. And that's giving me my extra protein too. So that's another source. Usually around dinner time, I'll do that.
Okay, good. So not just the sweet drinks, you're getting a little bit of some spice in your life, a little flavor.
Yeah.
Good. I love it. She said that you purchased some Celebrate vitamins.
Yes.
And you haven't started them yet, so you're going to start those.
Yeah, I have these right here. I'll show you. It's chewable.
Okay, perfect. That's good. That's up to 45 grams of iron, or milligrams of iron. And then did you also get any calcium yet?
So I got these Berry Burst watermelon flavor. It has 500 milligrams calcium, 1,000 IU with the D3. And she said, talk to you about this. Probably have to take 2 of these a day.
Yep, you'll do 2. I would recommend doing, it just depends on when you take your multivitamin, but wait 2 hours, take 1 dose, and then wait 2 hours, take another, or you can do it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It doesn't matter how you do it, but I would break it up 3 servings of things a day. So a multivitamin, and
so
then
do not take these 2 together, right? Big no-no, right?
You can take those 2 together if you want to, unless it says otherwise on the label.
I don't see anything about that. I just heard, I forgot where I heard it from. They said not to. So I can do probably that if I wanted to, the multivitamin breakfast and lunch and dinner. Maybe I'll just do it like that because, I do have some other medicine.
If you find out somewhere that it says not to, so the one thing that I will say about the multivitamin is sometimes it makes people nauseated if they take too much at once. So that might be the main reason why. If that's the case, then what I would do is breakfast, one of them, lunch, calcium, dinner, calcium, and then at bedtime take your other multivitamin or something like that. Or you could do it, breakfast, you take your multivitamin, lunch, you take a multivitamin, then calcium and calcium. You just need at least 2 hours between them, so it doesn't actually have to be that big of a gap, but it's just you want at least 2 hours between doses of the calcium and the iron.
Okay.
So you have to make sure. And then the calcium also has to be separated from itself, unfortunately.
Okay. Sea moss, and I do like dandelion, stuff like that. When is it okay to start my herbs and stuff again that I use on the normal daily basis? Should I wait a few weeks or?
I would wait, just because, first of all, I want to make sure you get in the multivitamin and the calcium and that they don't cause any nausea or upset stomach. And we don't want to, it's kind of like when you introduce your kids to new foods or new things.
It's like
you
having
don't
a
want to
baby.
introduce too much at once because
Okay.
it might be the sea moss that causes you nausea. You know what I mean? Also, the second reason is because sometimes those can be blood thinning, and we don't want any blood thinning when you're still healing. Your incisions will be healed
that's
around
right.
5 weeks post-op, so let's wait a couple of weeks and see if we can get, a little bit more healed before we do anything.
So probably, maybe like 8, 12 weeks. What do you think about that? Maybe a 12 weeks.
I think that sounds good.
Yeah.
If you want it, you could even start it around the same time that you start solid foods if you want to. Do 4 teeny tiny meals a day that are broken up over the course of the day. Just kind of separate them out.
Okay.
Each meal is about 4 tablespoons, or you can measure it in any of these other ways. 1/4 cup, 2 ounces. You can do it however it works for you. Okay.
Okay.
2 fluid ounces, 1/4 cup, and 4 tablespoons are all the same. Now, when we're looking at tablespoons, I know in the past, a tablespoon might have been, say you do yogurt. A tablespoon might have been a bite of yogurt, or even, half a tablespoon was a bite of yogurt. Just know that you might have to take even smaller bites than that. So this isn't necessarily 4 bites. This is going to be a lot of bites probably within 4 tablespoons, okay?
Okay. Well, I bought some baby spoons and stuff just in case.
Perfect. Yeah, you can do that as well. That makes it a little easier. That's why I like the 1/4 of a cup measurement, because it makes it a little easier just to kind of eat out of it.
Okay.
The 1/4 cup you're going to do 4 times a day, and that includes try to get in some protein liquids and things like that. Your liquid protein sources, you can actually, if you want to, go down to 1 protein drink and then do your additional protein added into things and stuff like that, like you're doing. Because it works well to have some extra, just, the yogurt and the pudding and stuff like that as well. And all of that is still fine. The yogurt, you can do a 6-ounce container a day between meals. Okay. And then as far as yogurt as a meal, it would be if you were doing fruit in the yogurt and not just fruit, not just yogurt alone, not like a liquid version of yogurt. But if you're doing Greek yogurt in between meals, then it would count as a liquid. Just don't put any fruit in it, okay? A little bit of some milk or cheese or something like that in there to kind of make it a little softer. You can also do a boiled egg, but if you do a boiled chicken or the packages of tuna, you can do that and just make sure that you're only adding in soft things, no raw vegetables at all. So you could do pickled juice, you can do low-fat mayo, you can do the mustard, things like that in there if you want to. We don't want to stretch that digestive tract out yet. We're not trying to add a lot of volume at once. And so doing that just helps reduce the amount of ground minced meats. You can do any of these grounds, so turkey is on there. And then I always like to mention that ricotta bake, because the ricotta bake is the most popular thing. So you can have the canned tomatoes or first, and that's usually one that a lot of people actually don't.
That's what my cousin was telling me. She can't have it no more, and it's like one of her favorite things to eat.
Have any questions?
Okay.
I will see you again at your class. It's a classroom setting the next.
So much, all of you. So that was my dietitian, you guys. That was part 2 of my post-op, 2-week post-op visit. I can now actually go to Soft Foods. No puree for me. I'm doing good, so I can go to Soft Foods. So stay tuned for my grocery haul today and see what I get. And maybe I'll do a ricotta bake and maybe a chicken salad. We'll see how it goes. Love you guys.